Yeah, so what day is it? It's Monday, hey? July 4th. For all you happy what is it? It's Independence Day. Happy Independence Day down there in America. Anyway, I went today and I was heading for, well, this morning I took it out for a test drive, the TR7. And the other day I did the bleeding of the brakes and a couple other little things that needed to be done before I went. And I checked out everything so they would pass the MVI, motor vehicle inspection. And it was all good. Took it out for a test drive this morning, made it, 20 kilometers or so. No problems. Went to leave this afternoon and I got down the road about 2 miles. And don't you know, I blew the motor somehow or other, or the motor blew. So there was anyhow, you can watch and see what happened here, but there's two. I checked the compression when I got it home here. I had to get it towed home by a tow truck. Thankfully I have CAA, so they just come and get you. And thankfully I had a permit on it, because without a permit they wouldn't touch it. So I did have a permit for taking it to the inspection place. Anyhow, that was my $10 permit paid for itself today. So, number 3 and number 4, number 1 and number 2 pistons are fine. There's lots of compression. Number 3 and number 4, 0 compression. So, something catastrophic has happened in those 2 pistons. And I guess I'll have to take the motor out and, well, when I first started on it, I got the motor to run, and I did know that there had been some water got into the motor. And so I said to myself, well, I'll just see if it runs, and if it runs for a while, then that'll be good, and someday I might have to do a rebuild on it. Well, someday has arrived, because that's about how long it lasted, was 20 kilometers worth of highway driving. Well, it was a nice drive this morning, and it actually went along pretty nicely. So you can have a look at the video and see how things are. And so that's all for today, and all for now in the Triumph. I'll get it back into the scheme of things of what's going on around here. Oh boy, I have so many projects on the go, but that's okay, because it'll take a while to get the motor out. It'll take another while to figure out how to get the head off of it, because that's something I'll have to talk to Henry about. He did that, and I'll figure it out with Henry how to get it done. There is, in the States, you can rent, with the Triumph Club, you can rent their machine for taking the head off, so I might have to do that, see if I can get that up here, get the head off it, and then see about what I have to do to make it right. But that'll be, so I don't think I'll be driving the Triumph this summer, which is too bad. It's kind of a nice little car. I'll get the motor out of it, and then I'll slide it into slot number 1, okay? And that's where it'll live for a while, until I get the motor rebuilt. But that's, anyhow, there's your update. Too bad, a little bit disappointing. Well, very disappointing. But that's, life with old cars, eh? See you soon. Hope you enjoy it all. Bye for now. Yeah, back on the Triumph. I wanted to bleed the brakes here, and I'm all alone, as usual. So I gizzed up a thing here to put pressure on it. There's like 10 pounds of pressure, slowly leaking out, but that's okay. That's the cover for the brake thing here is exactly the same size as a garden hose hookup in North America. Isn't that something? So I took this thing here, which is set up for bleeding European brakes, like the BMW, even this I bet will fit. So I just cut that hose there, and I'll put a joint in that later and put the other piece back on. But this one here, that's a garden hose thing. Fits. What the hell? Now I can go underneath and just let the air out, I'll see what I can do about filming that when I get under there. Yeah, it may be a bit tough to film, and you can see the hose coming off the wheel over there. That's where the brake thing is. 7/16 inch fitting on the backs here. Then I have the hose going upward, and I'll be able to see any bubbles coming through, I hope. See what happens here. I'll report when I get it done. I might be able to put the camera right here and hopefully not knock it over. Is that looking at anything right? No. Yeah, the camera is right there. See what happens. I don't know what will happen if you can see this or not, but here we go. There, the fluid's going through. I don't see any air bubbles coming through, so that one there is clear. I'm happy there. I wonder, did you see that? Yeah, see, there's no air bubbles came through, so that one there is clear. I'll try the other side. Yeah, so the front wheels are a bunch easier to get to. It's right here is the nipple. And I think that's an 8mm. I'm not really sure. I'll just check it. Yeah, 8mm wrench. So I'll just put my thing on there, and I'll hang the hose somewhere. Whoops, can you see any of that? And I still have pressure in the tank, I think. Yeah, so you see the pressure in the tank there. So perhaps I'll see if I can hook this, set this up where you can see what's going on. Maybe, eh? I might knock the camera over, you never know with me. There. Right in the middle of everything there. So this thing here, I like to hang it over something so that you can see the air when it goes up, right? So I'll hang it up over that thing there. And hopefully we'll be able to see the air when it goes up. I guess I'm ready here then. Just pull that out. And away it goes. And there's not one little bubble of air. I don't know where it came from. But let's let a bit more through. One little bubble of air is all it got out of there. That's done. Now this thing here, you got to get it up so that the fluid will fall back into the little bucket there. And then clean all the brake fluid off everything, because the brake fluid is pretty corrosive. Anyway, did you see all that? Who knows, eh? I'll do the other wheel and I'll report back. On the back wheel, on the other side of the back wheel, a couple of bubbles came through, but nothing serious. Yeah, there we go. Got it all all done and unhooked. And that worked well. They're all, a couple of bubbles came out of each one. There was a little tiny bit of sponginess in the brakes, so hopefully it's gone now. It might be part of the power brakes, the way they work, the booster and everything. So anyway, I'll be happy for now. I'll get it out on the road and have a little test run one of these days here soon. Got to go and get it inspected. Have to go and get it inspected on the 4th of July, which is next Monday. It's, what day is it today? Wednesday today. So I think we're ready for that. I'll just clean it up a bit and put some stuff in the trunk that's supposed to be in the trunk. Yeah, so back at the TR7, right? Now, today is the day I go and get an inspection done, about 4 o'clock. It's maybe morning still, 11 o'clock in the morning. So here, I've got this permit here for driving it, and I've got insurance and all that kind of stuff on it. So I figure I better check out the lights. So here now, light. Yeah, lights down there, lights across there. Oh, cats and dogs, doing whatever cats and dogs do, right? Chasing each other. The cat kind of chases the dog instead of the dog chasing the cat around here. Anyway, enough of that. Here's another light. Here's another light. Tail lights work. So that's good. Now, on to the next thing is get your hand around here to find the key. fuel pump works. So then headlights, right? There they come up. That's low beams, high beams, low beams, high beams. Oh, sometimes they don't go down. There you go. There, they're down. Oh well. Now, blinker lights. Blinking there, right? Blinking there. Blinking there. That worked. Blinker lights. Blinking there. Blinking there. That works. Off with that. Now the hazard lights. That thing there is blink, blink, blinking. Oh, only blinking on one side here. How come? Why would it do that to me today? Same thing, it's only blinking on one side. Well. Now, what else? What other things I have to figure out here? I bet you it's because I took that out one time, that switch. You know, they're both blinking now. It's just a matter of making them go. There, they're both blinking now. I'll let that be, and then if that happens again today, well, that'll be figured out, right? There. Now, what other thing for... I think I can shut off the key. There we go. Now, otherwise, everything else I think is good. It's got mirrors, it's got tires, it's got wheels, it's got everything like that. So I'll take it out for a test spin and see if see how it goes. There, it's recording. Maybe it'll start. Maybe it'll go. Seatbelt on. Yeah, so there now we get it, made the 15 or 20 kilometers on it there. So the only thing it won't do is idle properly, so I'm going to just try and set up the idle a little bit, see if I can make it idle, and then I'll be a happy guy for a while. Lots of rattles and shakes still, so, but it seems that everything works. The horn works, windshield wipers work, so that's good. Yeah, there it's idling around 1,000 RPMs now, so I'm going to leave it at that for now and see if I'll take it for another spin around and see what happens. Yeah, well, here you are. This is disappointing. Got this far and the motor quit. So, phoned up CAA. They're going to come and get me and take me back home again. I'll have to schedule the motor vehicle inspection for another day, and I'll figure out what's going on with the motor. I was hoping not to have to rebuild the motor in this thing, but I think my hopes are dashed. We'll just see what it comes of it. Yeah, there, back home again. Now that's a bit disappointing, but I guess that's the way it is with old cars. I'll take it apart and I'll take a look and see what's going on with the motor. It seems to have lost compression, so I think I lost a piston somewhere in there. Oh dear me, I'll have to take it apart and just see what goes on. Yeah, so now determining what's wrong. So this is piston number 1, and it's showing a 120, 125. Wait a minute, I'll figure that out. No, 120, 130 on there, right? Yeah, so piston number 2 shows like 140 on there. That's good. Yeah, so piston number 3 shows 0 on there. That's not so good. Yeah, well there now, that's piston number 4 shows 0 on there. So that's, 2 pistons with no compression. Wonder what happened. Something catastrophic happened inside there. And I'm just going to go back to piston number 1 and check it again to make sure that the machine is still reading. Yeah, back to piston number 1, and it's, showing 130 again. So 1 and 2 are fine. 3 and 4 are gone. Don't know what went on there, but I heard some rattling noises that usually mean bad news. So I guess the motor's got to come out and have a good look at it, see what's going on. So now it's Sunday. What is it? July 3rd, maybe. Yep. July 3, yeah. 2022. Lots of color. Now, see if anybody's on the beach on a Sunday morning, right? Or Sunday around noon. See if anything's happening in the pond on a Sunday around noon. And nothing happening, right? A few mosquitoes buzzing. Some birds out there. And again, oh, there's a sailboat out there, so there is life on the planet. Looks like there's maybe, we'll see if anybody's on the beach today. Oh, nobody on the beach. So the beach is all and roses are just about done. I don't know if you can see that sailboat out there, but there is one out there. Somebody's on the beach because there's a bag here. Oh yeah, Sandra's way down there. Anyway, there you go. July 3rd. Nothing like having a private beach. And as usual, doggies have the life.